In this video, you'll learn how to create a membership in MemberPress and get an overview of the settings you have available to you when it comes to memberships. Users will be able to purchase your memberships to become members of your site, and there are many ways to structure your memberships. You can have as many as you want, like Basic and Pro, Bronze, Silver, and Gold, and much more. Or you could have just one membership level to access your content. So, to get started, go into MemberPress on the left sidebar of WordPress and click Memberships. Click Add New to create a new membership. For this video, I'm going to create two memberships called Lifetime and Monthly. So, for my first membership, I'll enter a title here of Lifetime. Here in the text box, you can enter additional text that will be displayed on the registration page for the membership. This is a good spot to advertise the benefits of this particular membership. It's completely optional though. I'm going to leave mine blank since I plan to have a group pricing page on my site that will display the membership's benefits on a pricing table. Now, first, I'll briefly go over the membership terms here. You can enter a price for your memberships, and under billing type, you have two options, one-time or recurring. With one-time, under access, you have three options. Lifetime grants access to the membership forever until it's canceled. Expire will expire the membership after a specified amount of times by days, weeks, months, or years. Enabling Allow Early Renewals will let your user renew before their subscription expires. If this isn't enabled here, they'll have to wait until their subscription expires and repurchase the membership. Selecting Fixed Expire will let you expire the member subscription on a specified date. And enabling Allow Early Annual Renewals lets your users renew before their expiration date here as well. Now, if you change the billing type to recurring, you'll see a number of options for billing, like per month, per year, and more. And selecting Custom allows you to choose your own billing interval, like every 3 weeks, for example. Next, you'll see Trial Period. Enabling this will let you set a trial price for the membership. You can enable the checkbox and set a trial period here. For example, you could offer a 7-day free trial, or give the first month for $9.99. Now, the time you select here must be in days, so a 2-week trial would be 14 days, a 1-month trial would be 30 days, 1 year, 365 days, and so on. You can also enable this option to allow only one trial. So, if a user cancels their subscription to this membership and then tries to resubscribe, they'll be able to, but they won't be able to get the trial price again. They'll only be able to get the trial price once. The last option you see here is Limit Payment Cycles. You can check this if you want your user to pay you a set number of times before their subscription either expires or gives them lifetime access. You can select the maximum number of payments here, then what will happen when this number is reached. You'll see 3 options under Access After Last Cycle. You can choose to expire their subscription after the max number of payments is reached, give the user lifetime access once the payment's reached, or expire access after a certain number of days, weeks, months, or years after the last payment's made. Also, if a trial period is used with this option, the trial period doesn't count as one of the payments, so just keep that in mind. So, now that I went over all that, here on the right under Membership Terms, I'll enter a price of $500 for my sample membership and leave the billing type as one-time and lifetime. Before I save my membership, I'll come down here to Membership Options to show you some other options you have. Under the Registration tab, you can change the button text that appears on the registration page for the membership. It's Sign Up by default, but you could change it to something like Buy Now. This checkbox will let you customize the thank you message users see after purchasing the membership. This is going to override the default thank you message you have set up in your MemberPress settings. So, real quick, I'll go to MemberPress and then open my settings in another tab so you can see this. Once in Settings, go to the Pages tab. Here is your default thank you page. This checkbox here next to Send Membership-Specific Welcome Email to User lets you customize the welcome message that's sent to your members after they buy the membership. This will override the default message you have set up in the Emails tab of your MemberPress settings. If I click Edit, you can see it populates with the default message customized to the membership. You can edit the message however you want. You can also send a test email to yourself by clicking Send Test to see what this email looks like. And you can reset any changes you've made by clicking Reset to Default. You can also customize what payment methods people can use to buy this membership. You can select any of the payment methods you have set up in the Payments tab of your settings here by enabling Customize Payment Methods. For example, for this particular membership, I may only want users to be able to use Stripe or pay offline. So I'll just select Stripe and Offline here. You can also click and drag your payment methods here to change the order. Whatever one is on the top will be displayed first in the payment section of your registration page, and it'll be selected by default. Checking Customize User Information fields will let you add fields to your registration form. If you have any custom fields set up in the Fields tab of your MemberPress settings, those are going to appear here. These fields will show up on your registration page, and they'll determine what information you collect at registration. Again, to create some custom fields, you'll need to go into the MemberPress settings and the Fields tab. See our knowledge base for more information about custom fields. So, for my example, I'll select my phone number and email field here. Now, going back to the Fields tab of the MemberPress settings, you can see that I have both the phone number and email field here set to Required. So, since I have these fields selected on my membership, people must fill out these to complete the registration. And you'll notice I have Show at Sign-up selected next to all of my fields. This will show these fields on all of my registration pages. But for my registration pages on my sample site, I just customized it back on my membership edit page and selected only my phone and email field. So, going back to my membership, you also have some shortcodes you can use to link to the registration page and form on other pages of your site. So, as an example, if I had a random page on my site and I wanted to display this membership's registration form on it, I'd copy this last shortcode here, go to edit my other page, and paste it in the text box on my edit page. This will display the registration form on the page. Before I move on to the other tabs under membership options, let me show you what this all looks like so far. I'll click Publish, and you'll see here the URL generated for my registration page for the membership. This is what the registration page looks like by default. This isn't the registration page I just created. It's just one that I created earlier to show you as a sample. It's just using the default options when creating a membership. You can see the terms outlined at the top, the fields in my MemberPress settings here, including birthday, all of my payment methods in my MemberPress settings here, and the default sign-up button text. And now this is my newly updated registration page with all the changes I made so far. And you can see only the fields I selected and the Buy Now text that I changed. Now, moving on. Back to the Membership Edit page. Next, under Membership Options, we have the Permissions tab. Enabling Allow users to create multiple active subscriptions to this membership will make it so a user can buy as many subscriptions to this membership as they want. They can buy 300 of them if they want, and have them all simultaneously. It's not likely you'll want to use this, but it's there if you want to. Just note that this option isn't allowed for one-time payments that allow for renewals, so just keep that in mind. Also, this option isn't available if this membership is part of a MemberPress group. Here, you can specify who can purchase each membership. This is completely optional and will be set to everyone by default. This means everyone, regardless of user or member status, whether they're a current user of your site that's not logged in, someone with a membership, or someone who's visiting your site and doesn't have an account of any kind. In the dropdown, there are some other options. Guests refers to WordPress users who don't have one of your memberships, or logged out users. Members refers to anyone who currently has or has had in the past another membership on your site. Selecting Members here will bring up some additional options. You can select members who currently have a variety of options, like any of your memberships, none of them, all of them, or this membership that we're editing. You may, as an example, set up a trial type of membership on your site that's free and only want people who've signed up for that trial membership to be able to purchase this one. You can do that here. The other drop-down option here is Who Had, which refers to any user who's had any of your memberships in the past but don't currently have a subscription to them now. So, in the example I was talking about earlier, I could set up these options here to include members who currently have my trial membership, or who have had my trial membership in the past. Only these users will be able to buy this membership. If I update this membership to save my changes, and go back to my registration page in a new incognito window where I'm not logged in as the site's admin, I can see I'll be taken to my unauthorized message now. This is because the membership is now restricted to only users who've had or have my trial membership. Going back to my edit page, I'll reset this to everyone, so I won't save these options for my particular example, but I just wanted to show you that this can be done. Next is the Price Box tab. This will let you modify what shows up in each membership's price box when you create your groups and pricing page. Checking Highlighted will put the most popular text on your price box. This could help direct people to buy this membership over your others. Here, you'll see fields for the box header, the list of benefits, footer text, as well as options to change the button text and change where it appears in the price box. So just as an example, I'll go ahead and fill in some benefits that list the features of my membership. And save my membership. I went ahead and set up a group with this membership and one other, and here's my pricing table with the price boxes I just edited. Now, going back to my membership, under Advanced, the first option you see is Membership Access URL. You can customize a URL where your users who have purchased this membership can get the content they now have access to. The name of this membership on your members account page will be clickable and linked to this URL. It'll also take effect in certain membership shortcodes and widgets. Membership pricing terms are the terms outlined on the top of the registration page for this membership. By selecting this option, I could hide these terms altogether or customize them. I'll select Custom and make my terms easier to understand. One easy lifetime payment of $500. This will change the pricing terms on the registration, payment, and account subscription pages for the membership. I'll click Update, then go to my registration page in a new incognito window, and see what the terms look like now on the top of my registration page. The next option you see is Custom Login Redirect URL. This will change what page your members are taken to when they log into your site. Say they use the login button on your navigation menu, right from your site's homepage, to log in. Once they do that, they can be taken to whatever page you insert here. For this example, I'll lead them to my webinars page since only lifetime members have access to those. Since this page is on my site, all I need is this part of the URL. You don't need to enter the entire site URL here. Now, this option overrides the Login Redirect URL set up in the Account tab of your MemberPress settings. And below are even more options to redirect users based on how many times they've logged in. This can be useful to direct users to pages with special promos or upsells. For example, for login number 3, I'll redirect members to a page called Welcome Deal with an upsell offer. So, when they're logging in for the 3rd time, they'll be redirected to the Welcome Deal offer page. Then, I'll add an additional URL, and on login number 10, I'll enter a page called New Offer, which will be a special promo offer. So, when my user logs in for the 10th time, they'll be redirected to my special promo page. The last option you see in the Advanced tab is User Roles for this membership. This lets you add WordPress user roles to users who purchase this membership. These roles will be added in addition to the default role you have set up on the general page of your WordPress settings. A common use for this would be to activate some features in other plugins based on your user's role. As an example, you may have your forum plugin set to let users with certain roles access forum groups that other users don't have access to. There are many ways that this can be used. If you're not familiar with roles, don't worry. This option is completely optional and is more of an advanced use case. One last thing over here on the right is the option to enable a custom page template for the registration page for this membership. Enabling it here will display all the custom templates you have available to use. If you don't have any, you can use a plugin like SeedProd to build custom page templates to make this page look different than others. So now I'll click Update to save all my changes to my membership. So for my second membership, I'll click Add New. I'll give it a name of Monthly, and under Membership Terms, I'll set it to be $25. The billing type to Recurring, and the interval to monthly. I'll also set up a trial period, making the first month free, and make it so users can use this trial period once for the membership. So now I'll click Publish. And now when I go into MemberPress and Memberships, I can see the 2 memberships I just created here. You can then click on the individual memberships to edit them. Real quick, I'll open one of my membership registration pages in a new incognito window and do a test sign-up with some fake testing data. Once that's done, I'll see a thank you page letting me know that the sign-up went through. Now, if I go back to MemberPress and Transactions, I can see the completed transaction for the test. And that's it. You've now seen an in-depth overview of creating a membership in MemberPress. Check out our knowledge base for more information on creating and editing your memberships, or if you're having any trouble. Also, our support team is always here to help if you run into any snags along the way. If you liked the video, be sure to like, subscribe, and check out our other videos that makes getting MemberPress up and running a breeze.